everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been on in forever. I just had so much going on as far as like life goes and not enough going on as far as TTC goes, so I haven't had much to talk about. I did want to just make something quick. Maybe this will be a patchwork of places because right now I'm at work on my lunch and I have actually quite a bit to say now. So yeah, don't mind all this mess behind me. This is work. So it's been a rough week. It started out with a big fight about money with my husband because that's life, you know, and it's a little bit stressful trying to figure out how we're gonna pull off everything we need to this holiday and pay for fertility stuff, and Layla's birthday party is costing me a fortune. So that wasn't too good. And then I got news the other day that should have been good news and hasn't been good news. I'm not going to go into a lot of details because I don't know who's going to see this. As far as my family goes, it's a very public YouTube channel. But I found out that someone in my family is pregnant. And, well, like an in-law is pregnant. And it's not like the best situation. And it's very hard for me because the situation is not going to be a good situation for the baby that will be my niece or nephew. So it makes it really hard for me to be happy about it. And it's really just hard because I don't think it's fair. It's been 3 years and I don't know, like 2 months or something since me and Jimmy have been trying to have a second baby. And in that span, I've seen about a dozen friends and relatives have babies. Not all of them that I necessarily agree with as far as like their parenting abilities go and such. Most of them is fine, right? You know, I don't want to sound like harsh or judgmental, but I also don't want to give the details of why. So this is another one of those instances where it's very hard for me to be happy about it. And it's, I don't even know like how to explain it because I can't give too much detail. But when I found out, I broke down in tears and I was quite hysterical, and it's hurtful and I don't want to hurt anybody else, but it is so painful to watch yet another person get the one thing that I want more than anything. And I don't want to seem ungrateful for Layla. I don't want to seem ungrateful for my family or seem like I'm not happy for them or judging them. And in some way it's true, I'm not happy and I am judging, but I'm not judging. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not trying to judge, but it's very hard as someone who's suffering through infertility to not feel this way. I don't know. I feel like I'm not explaining anything, and I feel like I'm just gonna hurt somebody no matter what if they see this, but they also don't understand how hurtful it is to me. My mom has you know, she feels really bad that I feel this way, and she's been trying to make me feel better, but I don't think she understands that I'm not going to feel better about this. Not for a very long time. I have been fighting for 3 years to give Layla a sibling and to have that hole in my heart filled. And I'm watching everyone around me get it. And I'm watching people close to me get it. And I want to be happy for them. I want to so bad. And I can't. Anyway. I don't want to start crying. I don't want to keep dwelling and make this video forever. But it's extra hard because I got the news the day before my colposcopy, which was Wednesday. So I got the news on Tuesday. And if you don't know what a colposcopy is, it's basically when they take a camera and they go in and check to see if there is cancer or an infection or anything. I don't know if a colposcopy is just for unusual pap smears or if it's for like other things, but mine was because I had the second abnormal pap smear in 3 years, so they have to go and see why the pap smear is abnormal. When they did it, they said it didn't look like, when they did the pap smear, they said it didn't look like cancer. So then that made me feel a little better, but they still needed to do the colposcopy. So I went yesterday morning, and it was like a really, really awkward experience because literally I was there on my back, legs in the stirrups for like a half hour, because they had a lot of like technical issues with just trying to get the scope in correctly and the view, and the speculum wasn't sitting right and doing its job. So it was really hard. There was 4 people in there. There was like the doctor, and then like the student doctor, and then the nurse, and then someone else. I can't remember what she was. She was another doctor, I think. But they were having a really hard time, and they weren't explaining to me what was going on. So I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes at least, where they're talking to each other and they're whispering, and I'm just laying there like arms like locked, fingers locked behind my head, staring at the ceiling or with my eyes squeezed shut, just terrified, thinking like, this is really bad. They see cancer, like I'm gonna die, I'm not gonna have any more babies, like all of this horrible, horrible stuff. You know, the longer that they were not telling me what's going on, the more paranoid I was getting. So that was really awkward, and I'm starting to cry, and then I find out that the reason why they weren't saying anything was because they couldn't even get a view. And then I turned and looked and like actually stopped staring at the ceiling and saw that there's like a computer monitor next to me, and they could see, like they were looking at it on the computer monitor. So I got a really nice view of my cervix. Not that I understood what I was seeing, but it was way more than I think I've ever wanted to see of that area. And it just is really awkward when you're laying there and people are really up in that area. Like, when I had Layla, I think every doctor and nurse in the maternity ward like saw my junk, and this was more awkward than that, and there was only 4 people. So it turns out that the problem was technical. They were having a problem like seeing things, and the speculum wasn't reaching. I don't know really, but it made me really uncomfortable. So towards the end of the exam, the doctor explained that this is a piece of the puzzle, and he said, it doesn't appear that you have cancer. So that's good. Now, they still did the biopsy, and that part hurt. Anybody who has to get a colposcopy, definitely there will be some pinching and some uncomfortableness, but like it wasn't too terrible. Giving birth, that's definitely worse, and the uterine biopsy was definitely worse than this cervical scraping or whatever it was they did. But it still was like a little bit of a twinge. I was glad I took the ibuprofen beforehand. So yeah, it was a little bit painful, but it was fine. The doctor said that basically it's a puzzle, and he has to get all the pieces of the puzzle and put them together within the next couple of weeks in order to find out what's going on, why it's happening, what to do about it. So my appointment is set up for 3 weeks. So November 2nd is my follow-up appointment. I asked him if he thought it would hold up my trying to have a baby. He said he won't know until he gets all of the information, and we'll talk about it at that appointment. So right now it's more questions than answers. Good news is it doesn't appear I have cancer. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm really hoping that it's just something that can be cleared up with like a quick surgery or medicine, and then in a few months we can resume TTC and I can get on the Femara. It really seems like this process is taking forever. Even my RE has said the same thing. She said this is taking way longer just to find out what's going on than it should. So, you know, I think that's part of why, like, getting the news of someone else having a baby kind of hit me so hard too, is because it's just like every time I take steps forward in order to get pregnant, like, I get pushed back again, and this is just like another like giant leap backwards. And I'm hoping it's not too much of a giant leap. I'm really hoping it's more like a shuffle. But yeah, I don't know. So that was kind of an awkward experience, but I'm glad I did it because, you know, if I want to have another baby, this is the stuff that has to get done. I have to get through all of this. I'm hoping that mentally I can get through it. I'm hoping that mentally I can get over this whole family pregnancy thing and be happy and prepared, and who knows, maybe there will be 2 babies back to back. You know, I don't know. I just feel really glad that right now I have a lot of distractions because I'm planning for Halloween, I'm planning for Layla's birthday, I'm planning Thanksgiving. This will be the first year that we do Thanksgiving outside of my mom's house, so I'll actually be doing a lot of the Thanksgiving work. And then of course the holidays. So I have a lot of distractions for the next couple months that'll help me get through this period. My friends have been completely amazing. I have 3 wives, if you didn't know. Not like literally married wives, but 3 of my best friends. They're all my wives, and they've really been amazing and super helpful, and we're doing a lot of things that are like fun distractions. We're going to Eastern State Penitentiary next week and doing like the haunted house thing. So I'm really thankful for them. I'm really grateful that I have friends that are like positive and who are angry with me when I'm angry, and who are sad with me when I'm sad, but still can like cheer me on and cheer me up. The whole Jimmy thing, you know, he doesn't like celebrate, like he doesn't get as angry as I do about things the way they do, and he gets happy, but like he doesn't experience it in the same way. You know, he's a man. He's more like, look, it'll happen when it happens. I mean, he's happy that I don't have cancer. He's anxious for me to get to that point. He's anxious for me to start feeling better about myself and better about the situation. But he's just not the way my wives are. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that only women could kind of get. But he is still doing really great. He didn't yell at me when I bought baby stuff. That was another thing. when I found out the news about the other baby in my family, it was really hard for me. And I have a $25 gift card that was given to me from Marshalls, and I had gone in there a couple of times and looked at things and didn't find anything that like I really needed or really like could use from there. So when I found out about the baby on Tuesday, on my lunch break at work, I just was having a horrible day at work. Like, it was horrible. Not only did I find that news out in the morning, but all day there was bad news. So on my lunch break, I took the $25 gift card and I went to Marshalls because it's like a few blocks away from my work, and I bought baby stuff. So I'll probably tack it on at the end of this video when I get home. I just bought like a handful of things. It cost me $20 because a couple of, like, most of the stuff was on sale, and they're just small things. But that really kind of made me feel better. It gave me like a sense of hope, and it gave me like one day I'm gonna have a baby that's gonna wear these or use these. Like, it just has to happen. So that's what I kept telling myself. It did make me feel like a little bit bad still, because I'm like, I wish that I could be buying these for, you know, my new niece or nephew, but I'll get there eventually. It's gonna take me time. But like, yeah, I went to Marshalls and I got a couple of things. So that made me feel better. My friends made me feel better. My aunt made me feel better. Like, I've just been trying to feel better, you know. Getting the news that I don't have cancer made me feel better, because I was really, really worried about that. And, you know, now I'm just trying to get to the next point. So, hopefully within, I don't know, hopefully in the new year, I'll get pregnant. I don't know what'll happen before then. If my good karma is cashing in somehow, it'll happen before then. I don't think it will, but I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying to be positive and get through it. Yeah, that's okay, guys. Hi. Different background, as you can see. I'm at home. It is like 7:30 in the morning. I realized that yesterday I had forgotten to film the mini haul to put at the end, so that's what I'm gonna do quickly before I go to work. So I went to Marshalls, as I told you, to help myself feel better. I only got a few things. By the way, please don't mind the mess in the background. Again, 7:30 in the morning. So the first thing I picked out was an outfit that, it says, it's like boy outfit, I guess, because it says like Mr. Adorable on the onesie, but, you know me, if you watch my videos, you know that I don't care about that. I'll still put it on a girl if I have a girl. Just not the Mr. Adorable one, obviously, or maybe I would, I don't know what I would do. But anyway, so it's this really cute woodland blue long sleeve onesie. As you can see, it's got like the little trailers and the bears upside down and the trees. There's the bear. Intense, right? Super cute. And then the blue short sleeve onesie that says Mr. Adorable. I am obsessed with this color blue, as you should already know. And then of course the best part is the bear on the bum, right? So I love this. It's 9 months. I didn't really pay any attention to size because I really don't care, honestly. And it was originally $8.99 and I got it for $7. So it was super cute. Because as I said, I got this Marshalls gift card for $25 and I wasn't using it for anything else. So $7. The next thing I got was a Burt's Bees swaddle blanket, because it has bees on it, and bees are one of my infertility symbols. You know, I have a lot of things that I relate to with infertility, pineapples and the like, and bees is one of them, but bees is also like a personal thing as well. A long story that I don't know if I've even said before about Blue October, but anyway. So this was a really nice swaddle blanket. It's super, super soft. When I had Layla, I didn't own anything Burt's Bees because that stuff, their stuff is like super, super expensive. But it's an alright size. I don't know how it would really work, like as a swaddle blanket, because I don't know if it would be too small. I don't know. But I still would use it for something, you know. I just love the bee print, and Jimmy hates bees. He's so terrified of them because he thinks he might be allergic. Even though he's never been stung and nobody in his family is allergic, he still thinks he might be allergic. So I still think it's kind of funny to get it just because, like, he sort of hates it. So, this was $3.99. So, super cute, 100% organic cotton, compared to $8, which I know that's true because I've seen their blankets, like, in Target and stuff. And this blanket would be $8 in Target, so half off, basically. That's awesome. The next thing I got was this super cute taggy toy. If you've watched my other videos, you would know that Layla, I think it was my Hope Chest video, Layla was obsessed with her taggy blanket, you know, the little square piece of fabric with the tags all over it. Well, this is a taggy brand toy that's obviously an owl. It has this rubber teeter on the bottom, which that's great. And there's the loop on the top so you can hook the ring into it. I think it probably originally came with a ring and someone took it off, and that's why it was on sale, because it's originally $5.99 at Marshall's and it was $4.50 compared to $10 in the store. Still awesome. But you know, you get those link things from like the dollar store or whatever, and there you go. I mean, for $4.50, it's really cute. I love the print like on the wings and the fabric down here. It's got all the different tags, and like babies love these tags so much. Like, it's just a thing. So I figured another taggy toy couldn't hurt, and there's a rattle if you can hear it. So I really enjoy that. And then the last thing I got is actually really kind of special to me. So when I was in high school, I started collecting baby things because I always wanted to be a mom. I collected all duck stuff because my nickname was Ducky and I'm obsessed with ducks. I love ducks. And so I had a box filled with baby stuff that was all like onesies and blankets and everything, and it was all ducks basically. And I found these cute little duck slippers from Target and I love them. And then when I had Layla, I put them on her. She got to wear them a couple times, and we moved and I lost basically all that stuff in the move. So I don't have it anymore, and I don't have the duck slippers. And now I have a new pair of duck slippers. I saw these hanging up and I immediately was like, I don't care how much these are, they could be $25 and I'm buying them. I'll put everything else back, but I have to have these duck slippers. And they were only $3.99. I don't know if you can see it because it's blocking my view. Yeah, so these are Little Mean brand. I don't know that brand. It says 6 to 12 months. They're super cute. They're super soft. And they look just like grown-up duck slippers, you know? So I really enjoyed these, and I was super excited to find them, and I can't wait to have a baby to put them in. And it's just special to me because Layla had duck slippers, and now my next baby will have duck slippers whenever that happens. So that's all that I bought. Like I said, it came to like $20 or something, and yeah, it felt really good to be able to buy some stuff. I wanted to run something by you guys too. I love doing haul videos, and I see a lot of haul videos, and I wanted to know if you guys would be interested in seeing a haul video of all the stuff I got for Layla's birthday party. So let me know. I like made a lot of stuff. So, oh, here she comes. I made a lot of stuff, so I want to know if you want to see it. I've seen people do it for baby showers and stuff, so I thought maybe it'd be a good idea. Say hi, Layla.
Hi.
Alright, well that's all I have. Let me know about the Layla's party haul video if you want to see that, and maybe she'll come help me do the haul video.
Yep.
And give us a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I promise I'm gonna get better at creating more videos. I now have some more tools that I can work with. So we gotta get going. I got work. She gotta get the pop-pops. Bye.
Bye.